All right, so before I get to this game, and I'm gonna just talk about a little bit about give my review on Drake's demo tape, right? What is it called again? The Darkling demo tapes, right? I got a newfound respect for Drake, man. Ever since I saw him in Madison Square Garden with what's that? The Migos, when he was doing the Scorpion album tour. I got a new respect for that dude. Like, his show was so impressive that he don't cheat you out your money, man. When you go to see him, go see him live. So between that and his music, I kind of got an understanding on how he is now. And the main thing I respect about Drake right now, he's been war tested. You know what I mean? He's been battle tested. He took some L's. He came back better. You know, so it's like he took jabs and he came back. You took losses, you came back with better projects. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of respect that about him. But my overall review on this project, I'm gonna give it like a 7 or an 8 right now, right? But it sounds great because of some of these songs that's on there that I think, you know, it was SoundCloud material from what he been putting out. I think he didn't even want to call it a mixtape officially by the title because, you know, he set the bar so high with his first mixtapes. So I know he's a little like during this time everybody's home to critique everything that he's doing. So I know he probably went with demo tapes instead of just saying it's a mixtape, like, you know what I'm saying, just to leave it up there in limbo in the air. But overall, man, I love the project. One of my favorites is Time Flies. I like that one. Time Flies is basically like, it feels like a quarantine type of shutdown type of record that you would play in the house. Like, most of these artists are not making music like right now to fit the condition that we're living in. So the music is really not, I'm not feeling a connection with it at all. But to see that he got a project out with a bunch of songs on there, it feels like it's something for the time that we're in right now. You know what I mean? Even to the Tootsie Slide, right? Yeah, that's like a TikTok type of song, but what else people are going to do in a home? Like, you know, while they're listening to music, you know, you want to be able to dance and have fun and do something a little bit on those levels. So I kind of like that one too. He'll get a pass with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's such a big artist, he don't need to chase those type of records, but I give that like a 7 out of 10. You know, that was cool. But overall, I would say Time Flies, that's like one of my favorite tracks on this so far. Landed, of course, when I'm going food shopping and hitting the streets with my mask and goggles and gloves on. Time Flies is one of those records that, you know, when I'm in a car, it gets the blood moving a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be alright. I like that bounce to that. D4L with Future and Young Thug. Yeah, Future's one of my favorite artists to this day still. So anytime you hear Drake and Future collab together, Young Thug did his thing on there too. So anytime you get that bounce from them, it's pretty much good, man. I ain't gonna complain with that one. Losses is cool. I like that. You know, I do like the way he way Drake interacts with his father. You know what I mean? It's kind of dope, man. Like, regardless of the relationship, you have a relationship that you can work with your parents or your father, someone like that is real cool and real key during these times anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to see people and see artists show light to their fathers and this whole thing. So like this is like one of my a cool project for this time. I'm looking forward to his album because I'm saying, like, if things go back to normal, I'm definitely going to see another one of his shows at any arena. I don't know which one. I do want to go to Toronto and experience it in Canada. I tried it. I made an attempt before, but you know, I think the show got canceled or something like that. I think Offset got arrested or something like that, so it kind of messed up, you know, the arrangements on that. So I had to go to Madison Square Garden, but I do want to experience one of his shows in Toronto. I just want to get the feel of his city and where he's from and how he's bringing it. You know, that's one of the main things I'm gonna try to do going forward. So overall, I give it a 7, a 8. I'll say an 8, 7 or 8. But you know, it's not bad. It's a cool project. It's a lot of songs that were leaked on SoundCloud, Twitter, and all that stuff. But what I would say, Deep Pockets is cool. I heard that before. Heard that leak. Chicago Freestyle on the low. That's another one of my favorite joints right there. You know, I can relate to certain situations in that. You know, when you're trying to text someone and it's, you know, they change their number or something like that. That was kind of set the vibe with that. Chris Brown song, what was that? Not You Too. That was cool. I didn't hear enough of Chris Brown on that song. I was just thinking to myself, just hearing that song, I'm like, do Drake have a? I wonder who he could battle with just all his R&B songs that he made. You know, because I think he got a nice little catalog of just songs with him singing that's competing, or if not better than some of these straight up R&B singers. I don't know if I would say that Trey Songz. Maybe he can battle Trey Songz. Maybe that'll be something, right? Just on the R&B tip. No rap verses. Just see if he can hang in there with Trey Songz song for song. That'll probably be cool. That's it. Oh, and one more thing too. From Florida with Love. That was cool. That was alright. But he got this one, Demons, with Fabio Foreign, right? I hope that we get more records like this from him, and I really would like to hear Pop Smoke on the album, on his album that's coming out, or Drake in a Pop Smoke song. Like, you know, like I was introduced to this type of music through Pop Smoke first, like, you know what I'm saying, and for him to pass away, his untimely passing, and you know, seeing that Drake got this song with Fabio, it's cool and everything, but I really want to hear that. I want to hear some Pop Smoke over those type of tracks, like, you know what I'm saying. I don't care if you incorporate him on a hook or anything, like, you know what I'm saying, or something. But when I'm hearing Drake on a new track and it's like a different sound, you know, a popular sound now, you know, that Brooklyn drill, I really want to hear Pop Smoke. I want them to exhaust all Pop Smoke material. How they did Big, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of the faces of that type of sound. So I really am looking forward to that. I do want to hear Pop Smoke on his album, if he's gonna go that route and make another track that way. Or I just want to hear Drake in a Pop Smoke track, period. You know, even talking with 50, I know 50 was trying to do his project. That should happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I do like the one with Fabio and Sosa, but I really want to hear that one. I don't know what y'all think about that, but that's kind of how I'm feeling on that song. So I'll just say, it was alright. It's still growing on me. It's still got time. It's still early 2020. You know what I'm saying? We barely getting days where it's sunny. So I do want to just see how this whole project plays out. But off top right now, I'm feeling this project way better than the Baby's project. I think the Baby, when he dropped his project, it's just like it's not the time for, you know, to be hearing certain type of music or something. It gets boring. We got too much time to critique what he's doing on that level, and it's like really not. It's not hitting the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't keep seeing artists come out now with masses on their face and stuff just to sell records. That's the only thing that's like a knock with sometimes with this hip hop, man. Like, sometimes it's like it's dudes do too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all see selfies and pictures, everybody taking pictures with masks on and stuff like that. Like it's just trendy when there's people that's really dying and stuff from it. So like, I didn't go all into detail on what these artists are doing with their projects, but if their money is not going straight up to donate and help out people and doctors and homeless people to get masks on. Like I don't get the trend where everybody's taking pictures with things on their face and all that stuff. Now you're branding it. Now you're trying to monetize it. Now Louis Vuitton mask is something better than it's just that whole classism shit. I just don't like that. So, but I was just going on that rant a little bit. But overall, Drake joint's the truth, man. I'm gonna give it a go, and I'll elaborate a little bit more on on my whole view on that, on Drake as an artist, like later on. But overall, he's pretty good, man. It's like he's battle tested. I like artists that's battle tested, man. Like like I grew up a Rockefeller fan and a Jay-Z fan, and I'm happy that he's like one of the biggest voices in hip hop. You know what I mean? Like I like to be a fan of an artist that not only wins in music but wins in life and all that too. I don't like seeing certain artists take the wrong path and wound up being a alcoholic, a druggie, or in and out of a mental institution or something like that. Like I like to see success follow through from the beginning to the end. So Drake is definitely on that projection right now. Like getting better, getting planes, got a big crib, got business ventures that he's into. Heavy in the NBA. I like all that stuff. So seeing how that go and progressing with what he's doing, I definitely like that. So there's a few topics I just want to hit before I hit this Warzone.